For supercar collectors around the world, the Swedish automaker Koenigsegg is certainly no stranger. Famous for its megacars with extremely limited production numbers, extremely cool exteriors, and incredibly powerful engines, owning a supercar from this brand is certainly the dream of many people. In addition, if you research the fastest cars in the world, you will easily find Koenigsegg in the top position. From the exterior to the power, and everything that these megacars create, are all record. Today, we will take a look at 9 interesting facts about Koenigsegg. Before dive into the video today, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the interesting car videos. Perhaps due to its superiority in engines, Koenigsegg is mistaken by quite a few people as belonging to Germany, the leading country in the automotive industry. But in fact, Koenigsegg is a car manufacturing company, founded and headquartered in Sweden, a country that is completely not famous in the hypercar field. Although Koenigsegg does not have a long history like the supercar brands Lamborghini or Ferrari, Koenigsegg has the full name of Koenigsegg Automotive AB. Founded in 1994, under the founding of Christian von Koenigsegg, who is currently the designer and CEO of the company. In fact, Christian von Koenigsegg has never received any formal training as a mechanic. Since he was a child, he has been tinkering and assembling, using whatever his father gave him to create a racing car. And immediately after graduating from high school, Christian von became a motorcycle tuner in his hometown of Sweden. All the knowledge and experience he has comes from his passion and self-study, not from any school. Christian von is from a family of entrepreneurs, so he founded his own trading company at the age of 19. His company sells a variety of things, from plastic bags to frozen chickens, in other words, buying something cheap and then selling it at a higher price for profit. This work with Christian von lasted for 3 years, and then he asked himself what he was really doing and what he wanted to do, because this work was very boring for Christian von. At that time, he remembered a dream from his childhood, which was to make cars. So at the end of 1994, he and a colleague raised 1.5 million krona to build a prototype of his supercar. The two moved to a new manufacturing facility in Olofström, next to Volvo, and hired a new production team. And it was also from this time that the Koenigsegg Automotive AB brand was born, when Christian von was only 22 years old. One thing that Koenigsegg fans always notice is the Ghost logo, which is featured on their supercars. Specifically, this is the logo of the Ghost Squadron, a squadron of the Swedish Air Force. This squadron operated the Saab AJS-37 Viggen, one of the best fighter jets ever built during the Cold War. However, the squadron was disbanded in 2002. The reason for Koenigsegg supercars carrying the Ghost Squadron logo is actually quite simple. It all started when Koenigsegg was headquartered in Olofström, but in 1998, the company grew and needed larger production facilities. So, they moved to a farm outside Ängelholm. However, in February 2003, one of the production facilities caught fire and was severely damaged. As a result, Koenigsegg had to find a new place. They decided to buy an abandoned airfield to use as their new factory. They moved into a large fighter jet hangar, as well as an office building converted into an automobile factory. This location is close to Ängelholm Air Base, the airbase that is believed to be the former home of the Ghost Squadron. To pay tribute to the squadron, Koenigsegg decided to add the Ghost logo to their supercars. This is a way to show the spirit of the squadron as well as their motto, "The show must go on." It is also a moving tribute to one of Sweden's most famous Air Force units. The original Koenigsegg prototypes used Audi V8 engines. However, Audi did not agree to allow Koenigsegg to upgrade the engine to its full potential, and the two companies were unable to reach an agreement. The next candidate was a flat 12 racing engine developed by Motori Moderni for the Scuderia Coloni Formula 1 team. This engine was purchased and modified for use in the Koenigsegg CC. However, once again, bad news came to Koenigsegg when the founder of Motori Moderni died, causing the company to go bankrupt. This resulted in another failed deal for Koenigsegg. Finally, Koenigsegg struck a deal with Ford to use its modular V8 engine. The CC8S, which was launched in 2002, was powered by the Ford V8. However, Koenigsegg soon invested in designing its own engine and creating innovative solutions to common problems that can hinder racing car performance. This led to extremely efficient engines and supercars with maximum power output, as Koenigsegg wanted. With Christian von Koenigsegg's top priority of creating speed monsters, even the first Koenigsegg models had speeds of up to 370 to 380 km per hour. Needless to say, Koenigsegg only deals in high-performance cars. Even their street-legal versions have a top speed of nearly 500 km per hour, although they do actually produce many cars that can be driven on public roads. But almost everything they make is based on racing technology, leading many people to joke that the home of Koenigsegg cars is on the highway. Koenigsegg is known for never mass-producing its cars, thanks to its limited production policies. The Koenigsegg cars are all exclusive and rare in the supercar market. Each Koenigsegg car is produced in a limited number, usually only a few dozen, to create rarity and uniqueness for the owner. Limited edition supercar production also allows Koenigsegg to focus on maximum perfection, advanced technology, and dedicated interaction with each customer. Each Koenigsegg will be created as a work of art, with elaborate design lines and superior engine power. Koenigsegg has built a prestigious and unique brand in the supercar industry, with some examples being the 2 Koenigsegg CCXR Edition, 2 Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita, 6 Koenigsegg 1-1, 5 Koenigsegg Agera S, 25 Koenigsegg Agera RS, 80 Koenigsegg Regera, 125 Koenigsegg Jesko, and the most being the 300-unit Koenigsegg Gemera family supercar. Indeed, Koenigsegg is synonymous with records. Because simply, the word record is in the blood and is a tradition of these supercars. From the oldest models to the newest, almost no Koenigsegg model does not grab a few records. And here are some of the most impressive records, including, in 2002, the engine of the Koenigsegg CC8S was recognized by Guinness World Records as the most powerful engine in a car in the world. This engine produces up to 655 horsepower, a staggering number in the early 21st century. In 2004, the Koenigsegg CCR equipped with an upgraded engine, increased by 150 horsepower compared to the CC8S, bringing the total power to 806 horsepower. Guinness World Records once again verified this number and added it to the list of world records that year. Koenigsegg CCR is the fastest supercar in the world in 2005 with a top speed of 387 km per hour. Then, Koenigsegg CCX set a new speed record in 2008. The Swedish supercar reached a record acceleration from 0 to 300 km per hour back to 0 km per hour in just 29.2 seconds. Only 3 years later, the company set a breakthrough, with the Koenigsegg Agera R version setting a new record, went from 0 to 300 km per hour then back to 0 in just 21.19 seconds, 8 seconds shorter than the old record. In 2015, Koenigsegg introduced the Agera RS model, with a top speed of 447 km per hour, an unprecedented record that shocked the world for a supercar. Next were the 1-1, Regera, Jesko, Jesko Absolute, and Gemera. But the numbers from 0 to 300 then back to 0, or 0 to 400 then back to 0, were shortened over time through each model and the top speed was constantly being increased. The most recent announcement about the company's record for the Regera, when this car defeated Bugatti Chiron, when the French car manufacturer created a record from 0 to 400 then back to 0 with a distance of over 10 seconds as of 2019. In 2023, on the same upgraded Regera, this number continued to increase by another 3 seconds, and it was also a statement to Bugatti that Koenigsegg does not need new models to break Bugatti's records. Being an ambitious person, Christian Vaughan always wants to improve his supercars day by day. He and his team have had the same view from the very beginning, and they have collaborated to create something bigger and stronger. The most concrete evidence is that Koenigsegg models are born continuously after only 1 to 2 short years, and each model creates a breakthrough in all aspects compared to its predecessors, from beauty, power, aerodynamics, always constantly upgraded and never has its limits. Every day, they create new breakthroughs in terms of engine technology, such as the types of gearboxes that are ahead of the world, such as the Jesko or Regera. The smallest details of a car, such as bolts and screws, are carefully and handcrafted. It is certain that other companies around the world will benefit to some extent from the research that Koenigsegg is currently conducting. One of the reasons why Koenigsegg produces such high-quality products and almost never makes any mistakes, even small ones. It stems from the fact that their models are produced in limited quantities and the number of mechanics is extremely small, allowing Koenigsegg to devote all their time to creating and testing the car in every aspect. There will be no cost-cutting to make the models cheaper. The company only focuses on quality and is only ready to sell when the product is 100% complete. Many people have described Koenigsegg's type of car testing as more like military aircraft testing than car testing. Clearly, this further reinforces the safety and perfection of the latest advanced technologies of the Swedish car company. In addition, this is also a company that does not like to subcontract work to any third-party companies. Instead, they do everything themselves and always take responsibility for what they have created. This is extremely rare in the automotive industry, but it seems to be working great for Koenigsegg, partly as one of the reasons why they can maintain such a high level of quality for all of the supercar models of this car company. From what Koenigsegg is showing, we will not be able to see any signs that they will slow down in the future. And that's 9 interesting facts about Koenigsegg. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and if you have any questions or inquiries about the Swedish car company, please leave a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to not miss out on interesting videos about cars.